Cristalita, ¿dónde estás? Cristalita, ¿qué es este desorden en la casa? Cristalita, ¿dónde? Oh, that's right. She's in the way. Mommy, can I go to LA with Diana for the weekend? Sure. Super cool. Go to LA for the weekend. I don't care. You're just home for a few days, and I probably won't see you for a month after this, but sure. Go ahead. Y mira, ¿dónde me deja esta bicha mi favorito álbum? Mira all the times I was the reina for the different soccer teams in El Salvador. Me decían, Marinita, sea nuestra reina y si te tenemos a vos vamos a ganar seguramente. Tenía esos bichos así, fíjate, así. And this is when we just moved to New Jersey, after things got a little too dangerous in El Salvador. Qué pena. Yo me recuerdo esta fiesta. This was Toño's birthday party. Oh my God, lo que me recuerdo más la goma del día siguiente. I thought I got rid of all the photos of us. This was 1984, I think. New Jersey. This is one of my favorite dates he ever took me on. We went to this little Cuban restaurant in New York. And there were so many people there that night because the famous Red Casino group was making a one-night-only performance. And he knew how much I love salsa, so he got his table right in front of the band. Mira, yo soy una reina on the dance floor, but he was the only man that could keep up with me. The way he moved, how he turned and twist. Let me think. Es que René only loved two things in life more than he loved dancing salsa. His madre and other women. And that was his ultimate weakness, other women. If you looked up mujeriego in the dictionary, you'd find a photo of him. Mujeriego, a slick-talking man on the floor, a womanizer, has more than one woman at any given time. For further reference, please talk to René Perez. Photo below. But even though I knew that, we dated for about 4 years. He loved me, and I loved him. No. Love isn't the right word to describe how much I cared about him. Lo adoré. Estaba locamente enamorada con él. Lo amé como nunca he amado a alguien en mi vida. René told me that he was going back to Cuba for a month to go visit some family. He leaves, and about a week later, I go out to lunch with a mutual friend of ours, and he tells me, Marina, I love you and I respect you, and I'd rather you hear this from me than hear this from anybody else. Prepárate. René se robó una niña. He ran off with some little girl, a little niña. Never expecting me to find out. The minute I heard those words, he died in my eyes. My heart stopped beating, stopped pumping, stopped altogether. He begged and pleaded over and over again for me to take him, but I couldn't. I wouldn't. When he ran into my mother on the streets, he told her, Doña Jovita, dile a Silvia que la adoro, que la amo. Por favor, doña, dile que la quiero ver por lo menos una vez más. She turned, looked him right in the eyes, and said, Come mierda, hijo de puta! He eventually got the point and went back to Cuba with his wife. He got her pregnant within a year. 2 years later, I met, fell in love, got married, and got pregnant by an Ecuadorian beach home named Luis. We fought as hard as we loved, and soon the fighting became too much. He was moving out to California to start a new life, and I told him, go and start our new life out there too. Honestly, this was my chance. I needed a break. So Luis went off to California, and I stayed behind in New Jersey. But before I could get comfortable even being by myself, my past came back to haunt me one last time. The minute René found out that I wasn't with Luis, he came to visit. He apologized. begged and pleaded again. He told me, Marina, I love you, and I will always love you. I love Cristalita like my own daughter. Marina, let's try this again. Let's try us again. Pedazo de mierda! He expected me to believe that? After he came back to New Jersey, after his wife had their child, claiming it wasn't his? Idiota, yo nunca lo podía perdonar. I loved him so much. But he broke my heart once and I would never give him the chance to break my heart again. Él fue el amor de mi vida. Pero yo me quería más a mí misma y no voy a dejar que este cabrón me quebra el corazón otra vez. After hours of screaming, yelling, and tears, we said goodbye to each other. To us. For the last time. I would never see Bruna again. A few weeks later, I decided to move out to California and join Luis and be the happy family that I know we could be. 2 years later, I divorced Luis. 18 years later, here I am. Single and healed. Porque como dicen, más mejor sola que mal acompañada. Cristalita, I hope you learned from this one.